Hello, friends. When you are searching for a professional job in an esteemed organization, the first thing you give attention is to a well crafted resume. Well, for me, the first thing I would like to recommend to you is to have a solid LinkedIn professional brand of yourself. Let us go into detail of how a solid LinkedIn professional brand looks like. I'll give you an example of myself. Number one is your LinkedIn profile. So, first thing is in your LinkedIn profile, your profile picture should be a very professional picture. That is the first impression which any recruiter looks into it. Mind you, you give your resume to anyone or you give your LinkedIn credentials, the first thing they see is your profile pic. So I can show you, this is my profile pic. In the profile, number two is your LinkedIn profile URL. Your name and what is your credential, your skill. If that can be demonstrated into your URL, it will be good. As an example, my name is Rishi Sharma, and primarily I architect, design, and deploy solutions on cloud. So my LinkedIn URL is linkedin.com/Rishi Sharma Architect. Make a solid professional LinkedIn URL of yourself. Number three is the heading of your LinkedIn profile. Heading, your title. What are you currently doing? What are you and what is your role? What is your industry expertise? That should be a part of your heading title. Number four is your educational qualifications. So what kind of educational qualifications you carry, you must have it properly demonstrated onto your LinkedIn profile. Then comes your experience with respect to various organizations you have had. Have a professional draft for every experience. Make it compact and crisp. So as an example, prior to Google, I worked in Microsoft. So I demonstrate my skill, my experience in Microsoft, what I did in Microsoft, what was my heading when I left Microsoft. So your experience should be defined as a part of your profile. Then is about as a part of your profile is your summary, your about you. You must have a very solid professional story to tell based upon whatever experience you have, 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, 10 years. You must have a very solid professional story to tell to anyone who's seeing your profile. Anybody. It can be a recruiter, it can be anyone, it can be a CIO. If you have applied for a job and that job, the hiring manager, anyone, they should have a solid look at your professional story. It can also include some of your passions. They can be a professional passion or a personal passion, but it has to be positive. Your professional brand comes is your network. As a part of the LinkedIn community, you have got various industry experts, right, available. You must connect to industry experts with respect to the industry in which you are working or the skill set in which you are working. You must join relevant industry groups which are relevant to you, to your experience, to your skill set, so that you expand your LinkedIn network. Three is where you share valuable content on LinkedIn based upon your experience, based upon your knowledge, based upon your skill. That sharing can be in terms of post, that sharing can be in terms of videos, in terms of articles. So I normally share a lot of articles. I normally also create videos which are relevant to my domain. And here I'll show you, this is one of the videos which I have recently created. I have recently created this video. And what it shows, what it demonstrates is the industry knowledge I carry and the expertise I carry. So it takes me more on LinkedIn working towards a trusted advisor for that particular domain and skill set on which you are working and the experience you carry. So, contribution in terms of articles, posts, videos will help you. Number four is to get recommendations from industry experts or anyone who is in your professional domain, and also to give recommendations. You can also give recommendations if someone has asked you. That creates a healthy, what I call is a healthy social LinkedIn profile, because people value your contributions through recommendations and you value people's contributions through your recommendations. Another part of sharing your valuable content is which demonstrates you as a expert or knowledgeable in a particular field is certifications. There are very niche certifications in industry, and if you are able to clear and demonstrate that you have passed those certifications, it shows you that what kind of skill set. And you can say, you can write a post on how to prepare for a particular certification. So I recently cleared my Google Professional Cloud Architect certification, and I posted my certification badge. You can see it. And also, after I posted, I got a lot of requests from people because that how they should prepare for this. So what I did was I prepared a video on how you must approach Google's Professional Cloud Architect certification and why it is a very niche certification and what benefits you will get. This demonstrates you as a solid person in that field. The last point I want you to make you is to what I call is the thought leadership engagement. You must engage in active content where you maybe you can like or you can comment, say, on a new industry trend, and this post has been made by an industry stalwart, and this post also, it resonates with your skill or with your experience. And even if it does not, if you comment in a professional manner your thoughts, that demonstrates your thought leadership on a new industry trend. So engage yourself actively as a thought leader. And also, one example can be participating in polls and discussions and giving your point of view. So, my dear friends, there are lakhs and lakhs and jobs in the cloud. When you give your resume to anybody, you give it to a recruiter, you give it to any person, the first thing they see is your LinkedIn profile. Your LinkedIn profile should be a solid brand, a solid professional brand, that when a person goes through it, it says, wow, this person is an industry expert. This person carries this kind of skill set. And trust me, friends, trust me, most of the key jobs, most of the high paying jobs, most of the esteemed jobs in esteemed organization, people get from LinkedIn. People will refer you. People will refer you for roles in the organizations through LinkedIn. So start working for a solid professional LinkedIn brand. Only you will be the beneficiary.